So I will be putting this on my wagon, and this stuff will end up going to a shavings mill.
Good morning. Not sure if this is a good start or not, but we're fixing and repairing here, filling a flat tire, air leaking tire, and going to be heading down the road with Bill and Lady to get some logs. Welcome to Working Horses with Jim.
Morning, everybody. Today we're on a bit of an adventure. Brenda is in the skid steer behind us, and we're headed down the road to move some logs. I'll try to explain a little bit about what and how we're doing when we get down there. Oh. Okay guys, let me kind of explain what I'm going to do today. Okay, I'm going to start the skid steer up so that has time to warm up, and then I'll explain what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I have this huge pile of basswood. Basswood is a very low quality type of wood that's sometimes very difficult to get rid of, especially different locations. It could be even extremely hard to get rid of. Some of this basswood, the really nice logs, I will be bringing home to my place and sawing into lumber. I've had fairly good luck selling quite a lot of basswood lumber over the years. There's also one other spot where I'm going to see if maybe they are interested in basswood logs. But I'm bringing all the basswood out of the woods, not just the nice logs. So I have all the tops also. So these tops have very, very little value. A lot of these tops I will actually burn in my outdoor furnace. And the other video we had, last video we had, I guess it was, I brought home a load and we actually cut it up and put it in the outdoor furnace, and that works great. But a lot of this stuff, I can cut it into logs or pieces that are 8 feet long. Actually, they have to be 7'10" because my trucker can get 3 tiers of 7'10". The 3 tiers of 8-footers would be kind of hard to get on this truck. And it really doesn't matter that much of the quality of it. You can see over there, that's all cut up 7'10" in this pile here. So I will be putting this on my wagon, and this stuff will end up going to a shavings mill. And I will probably make a whole nother video of that shavings mill and show you hopefully how the process is of making shavings. So here we are at the end of March. My log job is all done, fortunately, and I chose to, because I knew I had a time limit of the end of March to get this done, I chose to just bring everything out here and not market anything. And now I need to market it. Most of the stuff that's on my landing here, and I have a lot of wood out, is for firewood. And this can sit for, I prefer having it sit for a whole year so I can sell as seasoned wood or dry wood, and I get a little bit more money for it. The basswood cannot really be sold for firewood because it's a very poor quality firewood. So I am going to see about sending some of this at least to this shavings mill. Being that it's the end of March, we're in mud season, this morning the ground is froze, it's kind of nice, but my trucker could not get in without getting the potential of getting stuck. So I just can't take the chance of having them get stuck. So because of that, I want to move some of this basswood and try this market out for the shavings. And I'm going to short haul it up to the road. That's why we brought the second skid steer up, because I need a skid steer on this side and a skid steer at that side. And so I can load with this skid steer my Kubota and unload with my New Holland. I do have my excavator still down here, and I could load it up with the excavator if I had to, but the skid steer is considerably faster than the excavator to do a job like this. So that's what we're planning on doing. We'll get loaded up, and being it's all 8-foot stuff, or just shy of 8 feet, I will actually double everything up. Because of my wagon, these wagons, I've got 2 of these wagons. The other one, the bunks are busted, so I gotta do some work on it. But these wagons have been very good for me over the years. I've used them for years. As you can see, it has a tandem axle on it. So the back axle, there's 4 wheels and it pivots. So it's a really, really nice wagon, and I can put a lot of weight on this. I also have it made with 2 long stringers down the center, and then I have 4 bunks on it. These cross pieces are the bunks. 2 of these bunks have stakes in them to hold the logs in place. So with this short logs, if I was to just take 1 tier of 8-foot stuff, I wouldn't get a very big load on. And it'd take me a long, long time to short haul this stuff up the road. So what I do quite often, whenever I'm hauling logs, is I will double them up. So I call them double them up. So I put a tier of 8-footers here, a tier of 8-footers on these 2 bunks, and then I will put a small amount of 8-footers in the center to tie them together, and then I'll take my ratchet strap, throw over the center, and ratchet on the load. I've had very good luck with doing it this way. It would be better if I had a second set of stakes right here, but I don't, so I have to be careful as I load them so they don't fall off the back end. But I've just hardly ever had any issues with that. Just the 1 set of stakes holds these together. Going through the field, when it's frozen like it is this morning, the wagon should stay on top and not drop in the mud. If you attempt to do this when it's warm, right now, it would sink in the mud and pull very hard and also make ruts. So I don't want to do that, only if I have to. Generally speaking, when I'm hauling logs on my wagon, 5 wagon loads of logs generally makes a triaxle load of logs. So I figure if I can get 5 loads out, I've got enough for a load. This being a little bit different. We're having 3 tiers in the truck. It's going to be packed right in there pretty good. Weight isn't an issue because basswood is fairly light, so the trucker shouldn't have any troubles being overweighted. So he might get more than 5 wagon loads on his truck. So I'll probably get up like 6 or 7 loads up there before I call the trucker to come pick up a load. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get loaded up. As you see also, this is Lady and Bill. That's an older pair of horses that I've had for years. They stand really, really, really good. Very trustworthy. But you can see I still tied them because out in the middle of the field, I don't care how good your horses are, I'm going to be away from them, getting logs, my back's going to be turned to them. There's no way I can, if something scared them and they took off, I could catch them in time. They'd run away. So even as an older team, I don't like to take chances. I'll still tie them. It's been a little while since I've loaded my wagon this way, and as I was loading up I remembered that usually what works better is if I put one log in the center to start with and then do my doubling up after that. Usually I have a longer log to do the outside with. It helps hold the logs on better. Okay, we got a good load on there. Now we'll head up to the house, up to the road, and we'll get it unloaded. And careful step, careful, cheek, careful. Ah. Ah. Ah, bien. Careful, careful. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, bien. Oh. Yep. Actually, this will work really good. I'll just unload from the other side mostly and start that way and work my way away from the ditch, away from the roadway. Got water here and I got water over there. I'm gonna have to pull the head of the ways. Hip, G, 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 G. Oh. Will this stop them? Probably, but it's not sure-proof because they could actually pull this cart right with them, but it's just very unlikely they'll move anyways. What I'm trying to avoid is too much turning with the skid steer because that will tear up the field more. Well, that didn't go quite as planned. I'll probably have to figure a better way to put these logs in the ditch, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I guess I'll go get another load. I think Brenda's gonna walk home.
You might have heard some other machinery, and this is what it is. The town is working on clearing out the sides of the road. So there's a lot of activity on our road today.
Hey, hey. A little bit. Careful. Careful. Cheek, cheek, cheek. Careful. Up. Ha, 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 ha. Oh. All right, careful step. Oh.
Well, guys, this is going to conclude our video for today. You guys have a great day, and we shall see you next time.